This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Shoves him aside, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
56.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 8. This is Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Agnew now to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're like...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Liking 18. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Sack. 70 Timberwolf. Get up.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Sack. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Check, go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready.
Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10.
What's that?
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Cougar
Well,
19.
looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready, ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Panther Street, go.
Jacobs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
Coleman now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Allen going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown! James Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by Dell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the ready.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set. 70 Lion. Ready.
Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Patterson's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get on, boys. We got this.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Cowboy.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Patterson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Look out.
They run it again with Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his right. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Here's Allen. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Able to fight through 1 tackle. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Okay,
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash Bronco. Check go.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have retaken a third quarter lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Go. Viking 18. Unlock line. Unlock line. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Five wide. What's that?
A give. This is Cook. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Stop. Look out.
Allen now looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Half 85. Regular. What's that?
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Back now at Lambeau. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Look out.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Alert! Look out!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
70 Timberwolf.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Check go.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs. 14 yards. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen going to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They run. Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. In motion right, that's Dell. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Cougar 19.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And now an audible here into something else.
Go street. Check go.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Allen. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing is Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they take a knee. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll